The bell is tolling. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out, the second-year man from UCLA, drafted number 10 overall. It's Josh Rosen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Balaj. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Rosen on the money there to Stills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. A look now at the Miami offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create
2nd down. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
After review of the play.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Rosen to throw again. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to.
And it brings up 2nd down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And they come off a tough one.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
To throw is Rosen. That Stills bringing it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. On 3rd down, Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. A check on the numbers receiving for Anderson last week. Darnold on 3rd down. Caught here by Griffin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
44-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 2nd down, Collins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the second.
Here's Rosen to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Rosen. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Collins. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Alex Collins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Darnold is going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short. and each are wondering what if.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 25 yards that time. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Play action here with Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right.
To follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now it's Rosen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they...
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's complete. Stills. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
As they come up 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rosen to throw again. And down he goes, pressure gets him back at the 14. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To throw is Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one
down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold, he lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Yards and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 37-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining. And continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Here's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. As we come up on a big third down. To the air again, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal, the lone man of the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brings up fourth. Back to throw. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take
their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed. Now Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They run with Collins. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for Miami, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7.
Get up, stretch my legs. eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.